Oh no, Clairvoyant might be hitting like a Diablo. We have an update on the hit into block countered by special thread, and it's week 6 of the Summoner Showdown, yow! Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news, now with more random fez wearing. So you never know when it's going to happen. But yes, welcome to Marvel Contest of Champions news. I'm RichTheMan, and this is Wednesday's edition. Make sure to hit the like button, as well as the subscribe button, and get involved with some of the stories in the comments section down below. And also don't forget that I live stream now on twitch.tv. That's RichTheMan live on twitch.tv. Link is in the description down below. Thank you. Come and follow. But without further ado, let's get into the news. Our first story is all about a returning YouTuber, or sort of returning YouTuber. So if you're not familiar, this is Tiffany. A link is in the description to this particular video. Tiffany did Marvel Contest of Champions YouTubing for a while, but obviously life gets in the way and other stuff like education is incredibly important, and for whatever reason she decided to stop. Also, a big move in her life has meant that this kind of stuff and kind of posting content isn't the top priority, and this is the first time she's logged in a very long time. So if you wanted to go and give your support and say hello as well and kind of a welcome back, go over to the link in the description and say hello. Oh look, another video. Yes, in other news that we do have another video. This is a motion comic for this month's event, for this kind of era's event. As you can see, there's Arcus the Vision, and I've done this kind of very classic style that's got this kind of Batman-esque type look, but at the same time it's got as well like classic Spider-Man kind of cartoon kind of vibe to it. I really like this. It's one of my favorites that I've seen in a long time. Link is in the description down below for it. I've taken a lot of screenshots for thumbnails because I love the artwork as well, because it is very kind of classic and it is again very cool and comic book-esque, which is amazing. Right, now back to the forum, because we've got information that a beta is coming our way. This is all about selecting a particular global buff or global boost to a battle group. Now, that is something that's sort of in game at the moment, but you don't get to choose, like those ascendancies of certain descriptions that make certain classes more powerful, if you get my drift. So this time the idea is that you get to choose, or your officer for what particular battle group gets to choose. So that is something that is going to be helpful to players, and there's a beta in order to test this. The beta will take place between the 16th and the 20th of September. You should have already received your opt-in, so if you haven't, then you may not have been chosen. But make sure to opt in order to test this out when it goes live on the 16th. Oh, I'm getting a reading. I'm getting a reading that the champion we're going to discuss in this story may not be as god-tiery as we might think. Oh, it's clairvoyant. I got it right. I got it right. Because the joke is in doing a bit of clairvoyancy. Yeah. Hat's back on as well. So what am I talking about? Well, the fact is a lot of people have said that she doesn't really appear to damage output quite extensively, and the extent of debuff damage isn't really there. There's an amazing video done by Legacy here. I honestly don't know what I do half the time. It's sort of entertaining, but I guess not. Legacy does a fantastic video. Link is in the description. Go check it out. But there is some telltale signs that it is not an extensive damage dealing champion. He even says himself that it is not an overwhelming champion, an underwhelming champion. It is a whelming champion. Unfortunately, I missed out on doing the testing, which I'm kind of annoyed about. But the fact is, it is a case that the champion has good power control abilities, good life stealing abilities, and so many other things as well. It is a really key utility champion, and I feel that it will be a little bit popular for that. But it's this extent of regeneration, I think, that's got people really, really talking. So as you can see with this clip here, when we're going to build up to the L2, we're just going to hopefully see this lifesteal, which boom, 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 and boom. Look at the amount of health that's just come back to Clairvoyant. So that is absolutely fantastic. But I do have one reservation and one kind of element of criticism, and that is that Legacy is using Suicide Masteries. So if you're not one of those people like myself that does use Suicide Masteries, does it really showcase the extent of damage output that the champion has? Well, unfortunately, it doesn't. It does lead me to believe that people like myself, I know that Seaton doesn't run Suicide Masteries, and there's a few other MCOC YouTubers that don't, and a lot of you as well watching don't run Suicide Masteries. So the extent of damage dealing you could really see is probably a lot less than this. But, you know, I don't know. We'll have to wait to see until we get the champion. But I really don't hope this is going to be another Ebony Maw. But based on the dynamic, it's more like a Diablo. to be brutally honest. But we'll see when it comes to within a week. Our next story is it's week 6 for the Summoner Showdown, where Invincible, Mutta Matt, and Old Man Canned are going to be taking part. Seaton already believes that it's going to be Invincible that is going to be picking up the win, but you've got to get behind your fellow community players. Come on, Mutta Matt. Come on, Old Man Canned. You can flip and do it. This week has definitely seen an increase of entries with up to 4,000. The last few weeks it's just been a little bit low. But this is good if you do want to pick up some energy refills or a chance to get a 5-star crystal. Make sure you enter today before the event goes live. Next up, and the hitting into block countered by special. Look, not a lot of people experience this. For the ones that do, you have to understand that this could be very much device specific. And you know, you just can't, some people can't get out and buy the latest Apple products, the latest tablets, the latest phones, whether it's Android or iOS. So therefore, people are experiencing issues. And sometimes people may be in non-city locations, so they get that janky internet. So do have that consideration for people in the community. But the fact is, what are Kabam's answers to this so far? Because we have had a slight update to a very active forum thread. This is very active, so active that it just every day people add to it. And it's not a case that these are same people repeating things, it's new people and it is new experiences over different areas of the game. From the very easiest content in Arena to the very hardest content in Act 6 and even in some variants and even Labyrinth of Legends. So what have Kabam got to say on the matter? We are still continuing to look at situations where this happens more often and appreciate those who have provided specific details as those are helpful when investigating. There isn't any new information to share at this time about the issue. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. If you already shared details, there's no need to do so again. As a reminder, non-constructive posts that do not include any substantive information about the issue or are off topic will be removed according to the forum rules. Thanks for understanding. For a lot of people coming to this particular post and going, oh, well, this is not really answering questions, I hope that it is going to be further investigated. The fact is, this could be down to so many factors. At times, it feels like my iPhone 7 Plus, which is now nearly 3 years old, if I go to a city-based location and play the game, even on data or even on Wi-Fi, that is not exactly the best Wi-Fi, I actually get a better running of the game as I would when I was home. And it's weird because at home, I've technically got the better internet connection and it's meant to be better running. And I have even like a 5 gigahertz like Wi-Fi thing set up. So I'm like, shouldn't this run better? But I don't know if it's down to that. I don't know if it's something down to Kabam's end. Is it a case that the game should only be advertised to run on certain devices? I don't know. I'd like to see more about what's going to be investigated and where, but whatever. And now to our final story, which is Arena predictions. All my predictions are down below at the moment. I think I've gone quite fair and I'm quite happy with the predictions this week, especially because we're going for Hela and Black Widow Clairvoyant. I prefer calling her Clairvoyant, it just means that everything's not completely messed up. The fact is, I've got 53 mil going for Clairvoyant as a 5-star. I feel that with some aspects of hype, and well, do bear in mind, I don't know if things are going to be changed for the character. Fingers crossed Kabam have actually got it right on implementation. We'll see. 4-star version, 10.5 mil. I think that, again, that's fair based on the new 4-star coming in. And then Hela, I'm going, if you want to push to 1.9 mil, do it. But I don't feel this champion will go any higher than 1.8. But these are some, you know, good champions if you want to get them. Mainly for Black Widow being quite good utility-based champion. And I don't know if the regen side of things is going to be taken out of the, just completely taken away. The life stealing is pretty powerful, so yeah, regen is going to be great. Either way, that's been the predictions. There we have it. That has been Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday. If you enjoyed the news today, hit the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my VR Marvel game, which I did kind of call MCOC has changed. It's just based on a funny play on words, because sometimes over the, say, last few months where I've posted different content, people have kind of said like, oh, it's not MCOC, or said like, why aren't you playing MCOC? It's like, well, I'm not a one-trick pony. I do Marvel VR as well. Do look out for Iron Man VR, as well as I'm going to be doing that Avengers game when it comes out as well. So I'm going to try and diversify a few Marvel and comic book related games, because I'm going to do Arkham as well in VR. I'm going to shut up now. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye for now.